Okay, and we're back for the 24-25 season. I took a little bit of time off because I had nothing to talk about because nothing was happening. But now we're back because something might be happening. It looks like we've got our first signing for the season. Kasper Schmeichel, pending medical from the sounds of it. I've seen some videos saying that he's passed his medical and he's signed, but from reliable sources, it looks like his medical's not till Tuesday, Wednesday, which, if he passes the medical, could get signed Wednesday, Thursday, could join the team on the weekend in America, which would be good. But let's have a talk about Kasper Schmeichel. I've seen multiple different opinions online, which is not surprising. This is Celtic. No matter what happens, there'll be people who are for it and people who just seem to hate anything Celtic does. Great fans. But yes, Kasper Schmeichel is 38 in November, but he's still a top keeper. Like, he's playing in the Euros. He's played every game of the Euros for Denmark, and he's the Denmark captain. So when you look at Joe Hart, his leadership is something that we didn't think we were going to be able to replace. I think it's as close as you're going to get, getting like the captain of Denmark, who's currently still playing. Also, when you look at comparisons with Joe Hart, when we brought him in, he hadn't played for several years. He was sitting on the bench. Kasper Schmeichel has just played for one of the top teams in Denmark, played for another top team in France, I think it was, Nice, yeah. And then before that was at Leicester in the English Premier League. So he's still at probably close to the top of his game, and he's still a top keeper, especially for Celtic and for the price we're getting him at. I saw 9118 complaining that he was free, like it's easy and the board are not trying. Like, this is Kasper Schmeichel. Like, if we were going and getting him and spending 10 million, would you be happy then because we've spent 10 million? You're getting the same freaking keeper. Who cares what they cost? The fact that he's free, that's great. Like, also, he knows Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers knows him. Like, to me, that's a good fit. Also, in the 1923, when was it? 1920 season. That's when Brendan Rodgers first started coaching him, and he won Denmark Player of the Year under Brendan Rodgers. So obviously, good fit. So I don't know why there's so much negativity around it. What else were we going to get? Everyone's complaining we're not going to keep it. Now we've got a top keeper, and everyone's complaining because it wasn't one of the ones that was rumoured that we were never going to get. Like the ones that are like going for like 15, 20 million. Like, let's be realistic. Or, hey, let's get some young player. When you look at some of the young players, they're probably going to be here for like 2 years, which is probably what Kasper Schmeichel is going to be. And then we'll probably sell them off. So we might get one for 10 million, sell them for what, 20. So we'll make 10. They'll be gone. And also, you don't know what they're going to be like. At least there's familiarity there with Schmeichel and Rodgers. You kind of know what you're going to be getting with him, and you get that leadership. And he's been in Champions League games. And if you want to talk about his ability, if you just look at recently, like just this last season, he saved 80% of the shots. So he had 110 shots on target, saved 96. They won 14 games, drew 7, lost 2, had 5 clean sheets, and also had a 50% penalty rate, which is pretty good. Be good to see someone save some penalties. And then the last couple of years, 77.3% save rate and 72.7 in the French league and the English Premier League. And Anderlecht is in the Belgium league. I think I said Denmark before. Belgium, sorry, he's from Denmark, playing for Anderlecht. So, like, he's no scrub, because we don't want no scrub. Scrub's a keeper. Stop, Jared. Just stop right there. And if we look at some other statistics that I found, so here he per 90 he's got a plus 38. That just kind of means chances that there could be a save, which if it's on the positive, it's good. So compared to other top keepers in the top 14 positions, he's in the 98th percentile. That seems a bit ridiculous, but he's still a positive keeper for chances that he's going to make a save. So lots of positives when it comes to Kasper Schmeichel. I'm excited for him to come in, and I guess we'll see once he's in. I have heard rumours as well we're probably getting another keeper in, so that might be that younger player that can come in underneath and take over when he's gone. But when you look at keepers, we usually get them at like this level, sell them at this level, then they go on and they peak. And then on the way down, we're getting Kasper Schmeichel and Joe Hart at like this level, which is still better than what we could get a keeper on the way up. They might be on the way down, but they're still at a better level than most of the keepers we get on the way up. I mean, who did we get last time? And just quickly, some other news. O is rumoured to be going to Ghent. It's rumoured that we've received an offer for about 4.5 million. So we'll see if he actually leaves. 4.5 million for O when we paid next to nothing for him would be amazing, considering it looks like we're trying to get another striker in anyway, so he'd probably spend most of the time on the bench. So if we can get another striker, if we can get rid of O for 4.5 million and bring in something like Adam Ida, that would be fantastic. Just someone who's a good shooter, someone that can shoot a little bit better than the person at the Trump rally today. That would be fantastic, just to go alongside Kyogo. In other sort of rumours, apparently we made a bid for Bernabe, but for 45 million, and that was rejected, but that's still going back and forth. And we rejected a bid from Atalanta, that's the one. Atalanta for 15 million, which, yeah, that's ridiculous. Anything under 20 is a bit of a joke, but that was their first offer, and apparently now Leicester's interested. The English team, they might be able to go above 20. Sutherland apparently was interested as well, but I don't think they've got the money that they want to spend over 2025. So it's good that we're not just jumping at $15 million bids. I don't mind if he even stays for another season. That would be great. But also these things are kind of holding up. I know everyone's complaining, oh, we haven't done anything, there's no moves. I think we're waiting to get a couple of people out. There's definitely stuff happening in the background, but I think we're trying to get Bernabe. We're still looking at Ida. Don't know if this means anything, but both of them didn't play in their most recent games. So I don't know if they're just kind of holding them while these negotiations are going. I know they're saying, oh no, there was reasons, or whatever, but who knows what the actual truth is. No one will ever know. But hopefully they're coming in. We don't know if Matt is going out or if he's staying, so it's kind of hard to spend the money when we don't have it yet, replace him when we don't even know if he needs to be replaced. But we do need a left back, which I haven't heard anything about. Looks like we've got a keeper, and it's a solid keeper, a very good replacement for Joe Hart. It is almost like a Joe Hart replacement. Like if Joe Hart had stayed for another year, I actually think Schmeichel, just on the form that he's in at the moment, is probably an upgrade over Joe Hart, even though I love Joe Hart. But hey, if we have him for a year, 2 years, then we'll see where we go. Like, we're not a team that's bringing someone in and keeping them for like 10 years. It's not what we do. So, I don't know, getting Kasper Schmeichel in for 1-2 years for free at his level, that's To me, that's good business. Even though we don't like the board and they're not spending money. This is one where it's like, well, you don't need to spend money. Spend money elsewhere, please. Please just spend money elsewhere. I don't think we're going to be spending money elsewhere. We'll see. Alright, so we're back for this year. No idea when the next video will be. There's maybe once we go to America. When there's something to actually talk about. That would be good. Till then, ciao.